Ken, we're 1 week out from the draft. What does the recruiting team spend this last week doing?
Well, our recruiting department's up here at the moment, Loretta, going through our presentation to the coaches, where we'll cover virtually everything about the players. So we start at 8 o'clock each morning and we normally wrap up about 4:30, and we're all brain dead by that stage. But we'll go through things from looking at the vision on the players, which will highlight their strengths and their weaknesses. We'll also look at their athletic profiles, which we have stored on our ProTrack system. Look at physically what they've been able to do in the tests, the battery of tests that they do at the AFL. We'll also look at what the results are from the psych testing that they do, again at the draft combine. And we'll also look at what their medical histories have been. Then once we've done that, we'll look at the various types of players that are available for where our picks sit in this draft, which of course are 9, 19, 46 and 49. So this is a warts and all approach with the coaches, because our belief is we're better off to work with the coaches and let them have a full understanding of potentially what might come into the club, or who may come into the club, sorry, not what, who may come into the club, yeah.
Well, it is really exciting for the club because, as you mentioned, we've got 2 picks inside the top 20. What types of players will we be looking at for those picks?
Pick 9 will be just the best player available. We'd like to approach our midfield stocks, but there are some tools that are running around at that stage, and if they're there, well, they'll be given consideration in comparison to the midfielders that are there at that point in time as well. So 9 will just be who's the best player. Then 19 will be, again, trying to balance it up with who we got at 9, but keeping an open mind about, well, okay, let's say we got a midfielder at 9 and there was another midfielder at 19 and we rate him really highly and can't understand why he got through to 19. We need to be open-minded enough to just say he's the best player again. We should take him rather than try to look at a needs basis, say whether that's a key position player or a ruckman.
In terms of the talent, how do you assess the talent pool for this year's draft?
Look, it's a little light on for tools, key position and ruckman. I think clubs will probably service those needs more through the rookie draft. Midfield stocks and running defenders, high half forwards. It's a good draft for those type of players. There's plenty of depth in that.
Of course, this is a year-round process for you. How many potential recruits would you have looked at in the lead up to this draft?
Oh, look, it would be hundreds to get to this stage, but because our last pick's 49, we'll probably work on the basis that we'll need about 40 names to get to that stage, because there are always other names thrown in there that we haven't rated as highly as what other clubs do. But then, of course, we'll also be having an additional 4 picks in the rookie draft and potentially a Category B rookie as well. So that will be 9 new players coming into the club, and we'll cover most of those options over this week here. So we're midway through it with the coaches now, but as of last night, we'd looked at all of the contenders for picks 9 and 19, and the coaches are pretty excited about the opportunities that we've got with those 2 selections.
Well, very exciting for the football club to get some new recruits. Thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure, Loretta.